And welcome back to another special edition of Grind Music and Repeat. It's your boy DraQuan, Hood Rock TV. You already know what it is, man. Hey yo, got a special guest, yo. He said he in and out of that. He in and out of states. He out there in Chicago. Who we got today?
Man, what's happening, world, man? This is the big homie Dirty, man. Your boy Dirty, protege of the late legendary Fresh Kid Ice and Brother Marquise of them legendary Two Live crew, man. Two Live forever, baby.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Yo, how you doing on a day like this, yo?
Man, I'm good, man. We working out here, man. I'll be trying to show these young artists to get it, man. I just left one interview. Shout out to Chicago for the hospitality, man. Everything that they put out there, man, about Chicago, man, they ain't nothing but love up here, man. You dig?
Oh yeah, man. That's amazing, yo. How did your music journey get started, yo?
Man, I started, man. I was 17 years old, man. I was a young kid producing music and stuff like that, and I got a chance to meet the legendary Fresh Kid Ice, and we were doing all kind of writing and music back in the day. And my uncle was Billy Hines from Forsyth, back when the bass era was big. Adrian, ADE bass mechanic. My brother is Devastator, who was the voice on the song with JT Money Shake, What Your Mama Gave You. So we did a lot. Family always was big, but we started. My mother was big in gospel. So we started, I followed her platform because she sung with Shirley Caesar, Edwin Hawkins, and all of those great gospel greats. So I just wanted to, put my own imprint into the industry because everybody around my family was already doing it. So that's how I started.
Okay. So like you just said something else. It's like sometimes it's like another genre of music leads somebody into hip hop. Like as far as that gospel aspect, like what's something that you see like in your game as far as like a hip hop artist that you have learned from that aspect?
Well, gospel, it teaches you, it's storytelling and it's a feeling. We don't have feeling no more in our music. We don't have storytelling where you can remember where you was. So that's what gospel do. When you in church and you see these people shouting and passing out, it's because it's the feeling that you get. And we used to have that feeling in hip hop, but we don't have it anymore. So a lot of my monikers went out there. I say in hip hop, I'm gonna breathe life and not death. I'm gonna get people back to partying again.
Oh yeah, man. That's something, bro. I'm talking about like that's it right there. That's the motion. That's what a lot of people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's different out here in this game, and then it's hard to have a message that's sustainable. You know what I'm saying? Especially like where they always trying to say something ain't something like it is, or change something as it was. So that's a beautiful message right there. So like as far as like creation of your style, how did you like start that kind of process, like your style, like how Boi Durty do things?
Yeah, so my style basically, like I looked at the industry as a whole because when we were coming up, they was like everybody in the South, all we was booty rappers, and I used to laugh and joke about that. I'm like, because that's all we see. But I got more into. I grew up on the greats. Like I studied our culture when it's come from artists like the Temptations and stuff like that. But I grew up on pop. I grew up on Biggie, Trick Daddy and stuff like that. Lil Jon, especially DMX. So I took all of them brothers and absorbed their culture and their energy, what they give, and I created myself.
Okay. Dang. So like, would you say like some of them is your influences, or would that be something? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. I like Pac and Biggie definitely for the storytelling. DMX for the realness and the aggression that he give you on stage, because that's who I am. I took that part. You take little bits and pieces from everybody, and then Trick is the homebody, one who teaches you what the thug life mentality really is, and give people that feeling, and it's still positive. So that's I just want to get people back to partying and having a good time. But
oh yeah, man. That so all right. Let me get your top 5 storytellers in the hip hop deal. Let's see who you got.
I got 5 top storytellers. First of all, number 1 would be Slick Rick.
Okay, Slick Rick.
Eric B and Rakim. I like Eric B because he do a lot. Nas.
Yep.
Biggie and Pop.
Okay. I ain't got no problem with that list, man. Only one person I have to throw in there somewhere on how we get them in there. The Scarface, yo.
Definitely. Definitely. I definitely think. I think Face and the Ghetto Boys superseded everything. When it comes to storytelling, they told stories. But when I think about that crossed over, that you can't take Slick Rick out. When he started
Mm.
telling stories,
Yeah.
everybody was listening to him. So I love
Yeah.
that, and you have a feeling, a feeling in the music. So I really love that about hip hop, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man, I'm talking about, man, this starting off beautiful right here, like ground music repeat, man. Where they about music, man, we really can't use it. So, like, let's get into that process when we start choosing out them beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What's something like as far as like how you making a song, you wanted to sound a certain kind of way. What's
yeah.
your writing process slash beat selection process? What you got going on
So
with it?
so being that I'm a producer first, I always make the
Oh,
beat because I hear sounds. I
okay,
hear it.
all right,
I hear everything. So as a producer, I create the sounds and I lay
mm-hmm.
the drums down as a pattern.
Yeah,
And I feel like if the music can make you move,
yeah,
whatever I say is gonna make you move. So
okay,
if the music do, because I like to I'll create beats and take it to a club and let the
mm-hmm.
DJ just play the instrumental. If the
Yeah.
instrumental got the
Okay.
crowd go crazy, then
Okay.
I go back into the studio and then I
Uh-huh.
record.
Yep.
Then it's easy for you to come up with a hook and come up with
Mm-hmm.
something that people that's gonna go crazy about. So
Yeah.
I definitely feel like that's the way that we're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Okay. That's crazy. That's I mean, so like as a producer though, like when do you make like certain productions where like only you like them? You know what I'm saying? Because you rap on your beats too.
Yeah.
But like, what's that process so that you just don't limit yourself only to make what you like?
Oh no, no. So what I do is, so first of all, I'm Caribbean. I was born in
Okay.
Monteville, Jamaica, so I listen to all
Oh,
music. There's
shout
rock,
out to
hip
yeah.
hop, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is, I was always taught when you make music for the people, not for you. So I don't
Yeah.
make music just for myself. I make music like if
Sure.
I made a track that you will hear and you might be like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna kill this beat. Good. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's for everybody. You got to make music that's universal. So I want to make universal music that'll
Yeah.
grab the masses. And when people hear it, they'll fall in
Mm-hmm.
love with it the first time they hear it.
Yeah.
I tell people when a beat first come on, if it
Mm-hmm.
make an artist immediately start doing this and they
Yeah.
going crazy, you got something. Then
Yeah.
now you got it. Then you make it. Then
Mm-hmm.
you keep working with it.
Okay. Okay. So like what keep motivating you? You know what I'm saying? Cause like I seen your EPK, you know, you've been at it for a long time. Like what keep motivating you to recreating or creating in general?
Yeah. So again, a few years back, I lost my mother, and I lost on Christmas, and I lost my girls, and their mom got killed in a car accident. So I took
Yeah.
too much time out. I took too much time out of the music industry to focus
Mm-hmm.
on something else and not focus on the craft. But then I
Yeah.
came back. Then I started watching all the youth, all of the people that was coming up
Mm-hmm.
under me, just dying over what they say. People going to jail for
Yeah.
over what they say. You know that you got
Yeah.
when you got politicians and you got. I lived through that. Like you got people don't
Mm-hmm.
understand when Luke did the parental advisory sticker and we
Yeah.
and had to fight for freedom of speech. We went through
Yeah.
all that. So to see
Yeah.
it fast forward now,
Uh-huh.
the judges and the lawyers are using what we say in our
Mm-hmm.
songs, which is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
They're using what we say
Mm-hmm.
to indict our young black kids, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, out here. So I want to breathe that life back into hip hop. So I get tired of seeing the same thing over and over again, and we losing too many of our kids. So I want to be a voice. Sometimes you got to lead, and you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and do it so people can see you doing it. Then they'll follow it. Don't follow the trend. Be a trendsetter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, I love that message right there, yo. Like that's one of the biggest things. Like that's like one of the hallmarks on this show, like where we try to highlight things like that, man. That's beautiful right there, yo. That's beautiful. Like, so where you get your rhythm from? Let's go there.
Yeah, rhythm came from my mama from Caribbean, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's all the island vibe. So,
yeah,
I give it, you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of love when you hear that beat just pumping in your chest and stuff like that.
yeah.
So it's the vibration when you can see the whole
Mm-hmm.
crowd moving in a different wave and they all
Yeah.
together. Um, I just get it from that background, but I always go back to gospel because I keep telling people when you
Mm-hmm.
hear gospel music, it gives you that type of feeling. So it makes it easier for me to tell a story and create from that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So like, what's Ooh, that's beautiful though. That's beautiful. Let me slow down so they can catch up on that. Hey, so what's one of the most memorable experiences you had with like the Two Live Crew and all of that?
The first the first time I went on stage
Mm-hmm.
and got an opportunity to
Yeah,
perform in front of 60,000 people, to hear them just
60,000.
screaming live, two live. When I heard that for the first time, and I was just like, "This is where I'm supposed to be at.
Yeah.
This is where I'm supposed to be at." To see the crowd do that, to
Mm-hmm.
see young girls and young kids and little kids that was younger than me come up
Mm-hmm.
crying just to meet you and shake your hand.
Yeah.
That told me that's the type of influence that you want to have for this generation. They need to
Mm-hmm.
see that because
Yeah.
it's sad to say that we don't have a lot of men in the house like we used
Mm-hmm.
to. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And we don't have nobody to look up to. So we
Okay.
create our own paths. Our youth create
Yeah.
our own paths. So that's the reason why we see so much destruction out here. And it's
Yeah.
self
Yeah.
destruction.
Yeah. It is. Dang, it's tough, man. It's tough. Like you got a real message with you in there. Like I mean, I could see, just off of observation what hip hop mean to you. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that don't know, what do hip hop mean to you?
Hip hop is a culture. It's the life. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's loving. It's loving yourself and your fellow. Hip hop started about us giving a message,
Yeah.
being able to reach out our other brothers, our other sisters, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We had to have a voice. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't have a other voice because they looked at gospel as Sunday morning. You in church, you
Mm-hmm.
crying about what somebody did to you. You pray to God, you call out
Yeah.
to Him, and then now you're back. Hip hop
Yeah.
gave you a chance to be able to speak out against oppression, speak out
Yeah.
against people talking about you, and you can't use your voice. And
Yeah.
we need to get back to that. You know, they try to silence people that have a voice. When you
Mm-hmm.
have a voice, they silence you. And that's
Yeah.
the reason why people are afraid to be in this industry and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell people, like, if you got a strong faith and you got God by you, man, you ain't got to
Yeah.
worry about these people. These people ain't
Yeah.
trying to harm you or touch you because they
Yeah.
know the devil can't touch nothing he can't reach. If he, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Think about
Okay.
it. How
Yeah.
your enemies gonna touch you if they can't swim? If you in the middle of the ocean, they
They
can't
can't
touch
get it. Nah. Dang. So you just like you put yourself in a place of existence.
you.
Like what my thing is like how I create my words, my tracks, my songs, my records.
Yeah,
I put a level of love in there to the point where you don't love nothing if you hating on this. So
yeah,
yeah, I see what you're saying right there, yeah.
yeah.
I see what you're saying. So like you a producer, you record in the studio, and you also perform. What you like the most? What you like the best? Like that studio process,
Honestly,
or you like being
I,
on that stage?
I like the performing, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
The creating part is that's just a part of me. I love to create. I like to see
yeah,
something grow from nothing. But performing, oh,
mm-hmm.
I get crazy about that because I go into a
Yeah,
whole other world. Like I
mm-hmm.
walk into arenas and I make T-shirts that to say I'm here for your fans, so I can turn them into family. I do all
Yeah,
kind of crazy stuff. So I go in there. I want to see people have a good time. You know,
yeah,
I don't. I'm tired of people worried going out. They getting dressed up. You got the women looking good. They come to the club and
mm-hmm.
then they got to worry about getting shot because somebody
Yeah,
stepped on somebody's shoe in the club, or
yeah,
don't like this person because he got more swag than me. You know, it's
mm-hmm.
just crazy stuff. So, you know, we got to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach the youth that's coming up about generational wealth and not
Mm-hmm.
worrying about being rich so much. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because a lot of, in case a lot of the people that's watching my boy right now, watching me right now, you got to understand a lot of your rappers out there be out
mm-hmm.
there with that fake money. And you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That ain't real money. They do that for props. They got prop money.
Yeah,
Watch the movies. You think they
yeah.
finna have 100,000?
Motion pictures,
Yeah,
uses.
motion
Oh,
picture all on it.
yeah,
Zoom in on it. You gonna see motion picture on it. You know what I'm saying? They might get
yeah.
mad at me, but I don't care. Some of y'all need to start telling the truth,
That'll be
man.
all
Yeah,
right.
what it is.
That'll be all right. That'll be all right. So like in that kind of process of that kind of thinking, like what's some things like where we can make the game better, you know what I'm saying? And what's some of the things you would change in hip hop as far as like how you say being censored, like we kind of getting over that part. And then like how you say like the club kind of aspect and stuff like that, where we just losing our lives, just you know what I'm saying, just to be fly. You know what I'm saying? Like how do we make the game better? And then what's some things you would change about the game?
We need more leaders like yourself and me and a lot. You need more leaders to be able to speak out on it. That's what you
Hmm.
need. You need
Yeah.
more people that's not afraid to challenge the norm. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? You know, people are afraid of, like I got people back home like, bro, they so used to seeing whatever going on in Chicago. Like, man, I ain't going to Chicago, man. They blah blah blah. Trump sending these people out here. I'm like, man, you
Yeah.
got to know how to change the norm. Like I came out here, these
Hmm.
people beautiful out here. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't see nothing. I done went to some of the parts that they call the worstest parts. I done drove through them, and everybody out there chilling. So it's just
Hmm.
the media paint an aspect on the world. Like
Yeah.
they paint an aspect on where I'm from in Florida. They think everybody country, and we got gators walking up to the front door and shaking your hand. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen like that, man. You got to calm down.
Yeah.
Everywhere we have senseless depths, but we got to
Hmm.
take people like kings like yourself and queens that's out there to be able to talk to the youth and talk to the generation and actually show them. So that's the
Yeah.
reason why I'm out here in Chicago. That's the reason why I'm going all over the map trying to promote the album and show artists this is how you promote an album. This ain't
Hmm.
about you just going and putting something up on DistroKid or one of these little streaming platforms and say, "Hey, I got a record out." I
Yeah.
always tell artists, if you take a diamond ring and walk to the ocean and throw it in the ocean, how you gonna find it once
Mm.
it hit that water?
Dang.
That's what you're doing
Okay.
to your music.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing to your music. Every time you put it up on these streaming platforms, nobody don't know where you at. It's
Hmm.
everybody got records and say, "Ah man, I did 2 million streams. How much money
Yeah.
you make? What's your back end?"
Yeah.
You buying all of these fake people to follow you, and you do a concert and 7 people in the crowd. That's not man. It's not adding up. So
Yeah.
you got to make sure you get out here, and it's just like when President Obama ran for office. He had to
Hmm.
get to the streets. You had to
Yeah.
hit the world, so you know people. It's the same thing in music.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That I know that we getting there into that. Like, what's a different way to promote music as far as like marketing and advertising that we didn't always have it like we got it now.
I mean, they got the five keys.
Yeah.
Platform, all of your social media thing is great. Doing the
Hmm.
social media thing because you're reaching people that you couldn't reach before.
Yeah.
But you still, when you do that, I tell people you got to get all the crumbs on the table too. Like if
Okay.
you start a meal and you got a steak on there, and then you
Hmm.
finish that steak, it's still crumbs. You got to get down to
Yep.
the middle of the meat. You got to get all of
Yeah.
it. Meaning you
Yeah.
got to do guerrilla marketing. You still got
Hmm.
to do posters. You still
Yeah.
got to get your face on side of city buses. You
Yeah.
still got to go in the hood. You still got to do outreach to your community.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
still got to be able to touch people and change lives in order to. That's
Hmm.
what an art. That's why it's called
Yeah.
artist. That's what the art part is. Is you being out there creating a picture for
Yeah.
people to be able to believe in, and so they
Yeah.
can follow and do the same things and make their life better. It's all about the betterment of men and women. It's not
Yeah.
about breaking people down.
Yeah, cause like I see it like even in like a lot of battle rap events, like they just got so many ways and in different ways that they push and promote it so that they get people aware that yo we got so and so on this car, boom, this our main event, and we
Yeah,
still got other stuff jumping off like that. So I definitely see what you're saying
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, they do. They do that. They do that because battle rapping is a part of our culture, and I love the
Yeah.
fact that they start doing that again.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I tell a lot of battle rappers, man, y'all get in that. Make sure you ain't got no feelings in it, because because somebody gonna tear your head off. You can't
Yeah.
be in there battle rapping and you got feelings. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they
Yeah.
always they always try to get me into it. I like that's freestyle, and I don't rap for
Yeah.
free no more, my boy. So,
Okay.
it is.
Okay. So
I
you
just
did
watch.
you get the chance to check out that Murder Mook versus Hitman?
Oh my God, yes, I watched that.
Who you got? Yeah. Who you got?
Look, listen, I I, I love Hitman, but I got to ride with Murder. I got to
Got
ride
to.
with Murder.
I
I got
got to.
to. I mean, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I love Hitman. I love what Hitman do, but
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. And that's a big but because I love Hitman, but Murder is a problem, bro. You
Yeah.
cannot like Murder's a real problem when you rapping
Yeah.
with that dude. He gonna take your life off
Yeah.
while you standing on stage, man.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the Boy Dirty though. So like
Yeah.
what's some of the songs that you just be like, dang, when I thought about writing that one, when I thought about making that one, I knew that was the one. And like you still listening to it now. Like what's
Yeah.
some of them ones for you as far as your creations?
Oh, like by me being a hip hop artist, and being from the legacy that I did, like I
Yeah.
like the record that the single that we got out right now is Big
Mhm.
Stepper.
Okay.
We're launching it globally to the world. That'll be out on the 4th. It's out on all platforms now, but they putting
Mhm.
another spin to it to re-release it, put it
Yeah.
out globally because we got all of my HBCUs. Shout out to
Mhm.
Fam, Bethune Cookman,
All right.
Jackson Southern, all of them, man. Everybody
Yeah.
get Clark Atlanta, everybody out there
Mhm.
that the fraternities and sorors is getting behind this record.
Yeah.
They get on there and they dance and have a good time and bring life in it. But
Mhm.
I got the dance songs because I want y'all to know that's where I came from. But then I got
Yeah.
some message songs. Like
Okay.
I deal with people that deal with molestation. I talk about it, all
Mhm.
kinds of stuff. I talk about it on the album, that things that people won't say on their album.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's a message. Because it's
Yeah.
okay for you to call me one thing, but
Mhm.
you can't be called that because you feel offended. So when you
Okay.
feel that type of offended, then you should understand how we feel as people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. So
So
no
like
matter how. Yeah, go
you
ahead.
actually use your voice to like those tough conversations, those things that's hard to talk about. Now I don't
Yeah,
want to bring that up because there's so much heartbreak and trauma with it. You ain't
yeah.
scared to go up in there and see that.
Yeah. People are afraid of it, and I joke about it because my little moniker is I say I'm the Bernie Mac of hip hop because I'm
Hmm.
gonna say what I want to say all
Yeah.
the time. The record
Yeah.
company might get nervous, but you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
People need to hear the truth. Like
Yeah.
you rather hear somebody lie to you all day on the record
Hmm.
than hear the truth. You got to make that make sense. You rather hear a lie than the truth.
Mm.
So somebody gonna sit up here and say, "I got $1 million and I
Yeah.
got this and I got that," and then when you see them, they catching Ubers.
Yeah.
When you see them, they working at Walmart. How you got all this money and you doing it? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? No shot to Walmart, but it's real talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't be in this industry. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you got to fake it till you make it," but
Yeah.
you know what
Nah,
I'm saying? You
can't do
still
that no more.
can not. Yeah, you can't do it because you're gonna get exposed. You
Yeah,
still
that's
got to
it.
be able to show
Yeah.
the world some part of you that's real. When you walk
Hmm.
in a room, a person should be able to feel that you
Hmm.
real. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And you not a carbon copy like what they doing because all of our industry now is microwavable. You can't
Yeah.
name me 5 artists that you're gonna hear right now that you're
Hmm.
gonna hear 30 years from now, like you heard Michael Jackson, like you
Mm.
heard The Temptations.
Mm.
Think
Dang,
about it.
that's wow right
So
there.
when somebody hit me with the question, well, what makes you? I said, bro, 30 years ago, Two Live Crew was number one in starting problem.
Hmm.
Go ahead, bro. And now I'm here in 2025 going into 2026
Yeah.
and we still relevant.
Still
So
rolling.
it's still rolling, we still
Yeah.
moving, I'm still keeping the
Hmm.
legacy alive.
Yeah.
When they tried to take my they tried to take the legacy away and they tried to quiet it down about the copyrights and they tried to
Yeah.
stop what the Two Live Crew meant to the industry.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I can't let that happen. I promised the
Hmm.
family, I promised the sisters, the daughters, the kids,
Yeah.
everything. I said, whatever I do in this life, I'm gonna always keep the legacy alive.
Yeah.
Two Live Crew will live through
Yeah.
me on stage, everything. Even when I do concerts, when people
Hmm.
promoters be looking for that Two Live vibe, I be like, all
Yeah.
you got to do is book me. I'm coming.
Yeah.
You even can book Luke.
I'm
You
gonna
can book
bring it.
Luke. So shout
Yeah.
out to Luke and
Yeah.
Mr. Mix. But you can book
Hmm.
them
Yeah.
or you can book me. You're gonna get the same experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes even worse because you want 25 girls on the stage dancing. We gonna bring it to you. You want to
Yeah.
be able to party and get that whole club fire. You gonna get it. I want
Yeah.
people to have a good time. You too
Hmm.
busy. I don't want you to worry about getting shot when you're too busy having a good time watching people
Yeah.
dance and perform
Yeah.
for you. So that's what I want
Hmm.
to get back to.
Yeah, so like in that, like where you were saying, like those copyright situations and stuff like that, keeping the legacy alive, like waking it up and keeping it rolling. Like, what was that motivation? You know what I'm saying? Other than from like that promise you made to the peoples, because like word is bond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
other than that, what was that motivation that like, yeah, this got to get done. This is what it's supposed to be.
The motivation was is when we lost Fresh, and that kind of took me for a loop. I still remember JT Money. That's my brother, man. JT called me and was like, "Dirty, you got to sit down, man." He told me that we lost Fresh, and we went down to Miami and we sat there. Shout out to Tretch, man, because Tretch
Mm-hmm.
showed up to the funeral. Everybody was there, and it was
Yeah.
just a blessing how to watch everybody lock in with each other like that,
Mm-hmm.
and to see the type of influence that Fresh put on it,
Yeah.
put on the world, and
Yeah.
then when I released my last album in 2016, before I was
Mm-hmm.
doing some stuff, I did an album. It was called Apply Pressure, and Marquise went on the road with me every day. Every
Yeah,
radio interview I did, Marquise was right there with me.
yeah,
Everything he was calling people. This my little brother. Y'all make
yeah.
sure y'all lock him in. So he showed that. But what made
Mm-hmm.
me say that I'm gonna keep this legacy alive outside of telling the
Yeah,
family is the fact when they tried to steal all of the rights and they had to
mm-hmm.
give it back. When
Yeah,
they had to give it back, they had to release the rights, they had to release the
mm-hmm.
name, they had to release all that. When they did that, I
Yeah,
said, okay, now that y'all did that, now it's going to be a problem. Now I'm going to
yeah,
give the world what they want to hear. They want to
yep.
hear music, I'm going to give it to them. So now when I
Mm-hmm.
go on stage, just to honor my brothers, I got
Yeah,
two big, beautiful pictures of them that hangs behind me.
yeah,
You see Fresh on one side, Marquise
mm-hmm.
on the other side,
Yeah,
the whole School Out crew in the middle, and then I do my show the normal way.
mm-hmm.
But then I get to a point in my show, I always do a tribute to them, and then I
Yeah,
go in and I let them people know how it is.
yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
That's beautiful, man. Like that right there, like, cause man, you see it in these days, bro. Like they just so many reasons why just the man it ain't working. I ain't getting that from it. I ain't making enough money. The streams ain't
Yeah,
going up. You know what I'm saying? Some people just hang it up, man. Just
yeah,
give up. You know what I'm saying? But I just salute to you, bro. Just keep on working with that right there because like just that legacy that you upholding that is actually means something and it's worth
yeah,
something, bro. And they people that see
yeah,
your progress, bro. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
man.
important. It's important. I tell every artist that's out there that's watching your platform and
Mm-hmm.
more people that's looking at what you do, even what you do is important to our culture. So I tell
Yeah.
you, even when it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
don't stop. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
keep going because that light is gonna shine. I know it sounds cliche, but even when it's dark,
Nah,
you're gonna
nah,
see that light.
you right on time, baby. You right on
That light
time.
gonna
Yeah.
come. It's gonna come. So y'all pay attention and always never feel that you don't have a plan because God knows
Mm-hmm.
when it's your time. I keep telling
Yep.
everybody out here following these GPSs is getting lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You need to be able to follow God's direction. You know, when He tell
Yeah.
you that you are planned to do something, you follow that direction, and you ain't gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always tell
Yes,
people,
sir.
it's funny to me when I hear people always cry out for God, but they only cry out for God when they're going through something. They got to pay a
Yeah.
bill. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Their record's not
Yeah.
selling. And you know what I'm saying? They're going through so they got to be like, Lord God, I need you now.
Yeah.
You should be able to do
There you
that
go.
every day. So put him
Every
first
day.
and watch everything happen. So that's what I do, man.
Yeah.
I put God first.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we out here moving and we protecting
Yeah.
and we covered by him. So we gonna keep that legacy
Yep.
alive, bro.
Got it and guarded. I hear it, bro. Got it and guarded, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's talk about some upcoming events. You know what I'm saying? Some new releases and stuff like that.
Okay.
What you got
Yeah.
going on?
So I
Yeah.
already have Super Thick out. I got Super Thick out right now. That's the
Uh-huh.
2025 version of what we did with the Hoochie Mama. And then I
Okay.
just followed it with Big Stepper. We'll be down
Mm-hmm.
Classic Weekend for the HBCUs. I'll be
Yeah.
launching the record worldwide with the Marching 100 and a few of the and BCU. And
Yeah.
then also we're going down. I have a show. I think I come back to Chicago. I'm trying to let
Mm-hmm.
my team finish inking that out. I come back. I'll be with Warren G
Yeah.
at the
Hey.
Legends Festival. So that's gonna be dope to
Yeah.
be with Warren G. And
One T.
yeah, man, it's just I mean, getting the record out there, shooting the video, and making a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things happen. So
Yeah.
it's just a great moment right now. I always tell people rather be seen by many than carried by six. So that's where I'm
Yeah.
at right
Hey man, shout out to that, yo. Shout out to that, bro. Shout out to like not just letting it all be done on somebody else's terms. Nah. I shout that out, bro. Like, cause you rolling, bro. Like I'm talking about like the way you doing things and which song has the 2 million on it?
now. The 2 million streams was super thick.
Okay, that's yeah, that right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, that's work right there, man. That
yeah,
does
yeah,
not come overnight. I'm trying to
yeah.
tell you. And if somebody just think they could just wake up and have it,
Now,
nah, man, you,
That's why I
yeah,
tell my team, man, it's important. Like I can't. The streaming age is good. I don't take that away
mm-hmm,
from nobody
yeah,
that's getting their streams on. But
mm-hmm,
like I told my team, I'm like anything under 500,000 sales. I said
yeah,
sales, not stream.
mm-hmm,
500,000 sales is not a certified gold record. Is a failure for me. So that's what
yeah,
we're shooting
okay,
for. We shooting for a
mm-hmm,
gold or platinum record. And I tell
yeah,
artists, I've sold 30 million records, so I know
yeah,
what it feels like to sell 30 million records. I need to
Yeah.
do that again. I got to
Mm-hmm.
do that again. I got to know what that feel like to
Yeah.
see that many people in the crowd again and
Yeah.
screaming. That'll be my ultimate high for me. And
Yeah.
then, you know what I'm saying? If God say you got to call me home after that, I'm
Mm-hmm.
good because
Yeah.
I've seen the people enjoy hip hop
Mm-hmm.
again, and that's what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
until I close my eyes. See people
Yeah.
enjoy their life again.
Yes, that's beautiful right there, man. That's beautiful, yo. Hey, man, it's been nice chopping up with you about Two Live Crew. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you peoples. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. You know, and when you perform, you keep big pictures of them up there, man. And that's beautiful to see. Your message to the youth. You know what I'm saying? As far as like just being different and not just being too worried about the club scene and who you know what I'm saying harming each other, taking each other from each other. Like this shout out to the singles that you got running around, and then that other album you say you dropped in 2016. Let's applying pressure. Let's see if somebody would run back, go check that out for them.
Yeah,
Shoot, man. How we end this show is like we just ended with like sending out some love, man. You got somebody you want to send some love to, man? Go ahead and send it to
man.
them.
First of all, love and prayers go to the China man and brother Marquise, the families out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's supporting. My mother and resting in heaven, she got her wings.
Mm-hmm.
Sadie Star, my whole team, you know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
whole movement that's around me, just all
Yeah,
love. You know, King Jacob,
yeah.
Iconi, the whole movement out there, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Ty, we got a lot of people. Mike Jones out there in Denver,
Yeah.
Colorado. It's a lot of people that surround me. So all love to the family. And if y'all
Mm-hmm.
don't follow me, go follow me on IG. It's I am Be Dirty. That stands Dirty stands for don't underestimate real talent. You heard. Make sure
Mm-hmm.
y'all lock in.
Yeah, that see that right there. That's media train, y'all.
Yeah,
He know how to talk. He know how to put it all in there. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yo, bro, it's been a pleasure, a joy. Like just you know what I'm saying, like talk about music. Like yeah, I host this show, but how we do this, man, it go from artist to artist, man, and then just
yeah,
have it finding this time on a beautiful Saturday like this to talk about music, man. You
yeah,
know, thank
for sure.
God for it, yo. Thank
Yes,
God
sir.
for it.
Appreciate you, man.
So
All
yeah.
day.
So this the Grand Music Repeat, man. Got the Boi Durty. Hey, DraQuan, Hood Rock TV. Welcome to another episode, yo.
World Series law number one.